Yo, what is good, boy? I hope you've been taking care of yourself, your health, and your wealth. Look, I'm just coming here to let you know that the first 7 minutes of the video was cut off, right? Let me see. I'm gonna put it up in here so y'all see, right? I'm gonna just put this in the video on some real, you know what I'm saying? The real spill. The real spill, right? So 7 minutes of the video was cut short, right? It was muted. It wasn't until I got here to the Orlando Brown part where it started playing. So if it sounded like I came in all abruptly, I did not. Now, let's proceed with the video. Oh wait, and I was saying something that I did forget to say, and you'll probably have to come back to this part. But remember, when I'm talking in this video, when they're doing the symbolism with the eyes thing, the left eye and the right eye, that left eye, if you cover your left eye, that means you submit, right, to the forces. That means you submit. You're saying, hey, I submit. I want to be a part of the alliance. Let me in. Anything to do with the right eye. So the left eye is covered up. So don't think about the left eye. Think about that right eye. If it's anything done with it, that means they submit. If they cover up the right eye, that means they're trying to do something more at a higher. It's just the opposite of submitting, but they done sign paper, so how much can they submit? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's just the opposite of submitting. They're trying to enlighten, basically. But when you see that right eye exposed, no good.
Take two puffs, then it's hocus pocus. Now back on the beat and I'm on your focus. Gotta dive deep, better hold your dose. I'm big boy roof with a bunch of doors. They can't take no proof, just a bunch of most. They can't take no truth, just a bunch of quotes from the Bible verses that I ain't really had time to read back then when I was hurting. They was trees back then, now they mountains hurting. All this pill is killing, but I forgot my worth and all this benefiting. Y'all forgot your purpose and they looking at me like I joined the circus. Then drive the mill just to pop the turkey. Baby, cut the meat, you a jive turkey. I'm looking at the
even Damon. But Marlon, I did Senseless with you, and you're still not Jim Carrey. I did Senseless with you. That was supposed to be your Ace Ventura, your breakout to the world. I did Senseless with you, and you're still not Jim Carrey. You pulled your ass out in that movie too. You've been pulling your ass out since Senseless.
Man, it sounds like you get pretty frustrated on these guys.
Don't take that as a diss. Don't take that as a he's trying to hate on Marlon. Don't take that as a nothing. Take that as this. Take this as a game. You take this as you are living inside of a game. You're living in a game, and Hollywood is actually playing a game, a part of the game inside the game. So, if you're a kid, a movie star like Orlando Brown as a kid, Major Payne, and you're doing stuff with the Wayans. The Wayans, I don't know if you know the history of the Wayans. I'll say this. The Wayans catapulted and enhanced black comedy and sitcom TV for black television. I'll say that. That was very good. That was very well said. That was very well said, me. That was very well said. So, they supposed to be what the Kardashians are today. They are, but at a very hush-hush level of it. Very small level of it. You don't see the Wayans having clothing brands. You don't see the Wayans on TV every day. You don't see the Wayans talked about throughout media. You just know they make great movies. They are very hilarious. But holding it down for the culture, I'll say that. But I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to get to the symbolism. Bear with me here. I just have to say this. So, you're a kid and you grow up to see that this person is still stuck in the same spot when it's a game. Although he made great movies and he's still doing great movies, he's hilarious, bro. But it still feel like to us, to the black people, I know you feel it. It still feels like that the Wayans are the same Wayans from the 2000s and the 2010s. They haven't moved up. In your body, the energy they hold isn't at a high status because it's a game. There is some stuff they do not want to fucking do, bro. It's some stuff you do not want to fucking do in that game. And the fact that they got so far in this game by being, I feel like, some of the best creators and also not doing no fuck shit. I feel like this is the best family besides the Jacksons was wild. But this is a solid family, bro. Hey, you gotta clap it up for this family. I don't care. I'm not coming here to hate on Marlon. I like Marlon. I like his whole family. I like what they done for the community. I like what they're doing. It was some things that I didn't like. It's good and evil and everything. That's what we're getting into today. But I'm yapping here. We're gonna keep moving. So you're supposed to move up. You're supposed to move up. And like Orlando Brown was right. If you're playing that game, Hollywood, you're supposed to move up. You're not supposed to stay stagnant. And there's some things you don't want to do in Hollywood. But the fact that Orlando's grown now and Marlon's still doing his thing. They're still doing his thing. But I feel like Marlon has gotten, you know? The reason the reason they're not catapulted is because you have to do stuff in Hollywood. And once you do that, your energy rises. You become a Tom Hanks. You become a Denzel Washington. You become a Samuel L. Jackson. You become a Morgan Freeman. You become even Michael B. Jordan. You become a knowledge dropper. You become a symbol dropper. You become a deity player. You play on deities. You start to play on God's name now. Now you're playing on the God's name. Now you're into some shit now. So you're playing on the God's name. You're channeling from a deep source. Now you get to drop symbolism. All those movies that I named, they were dropping deep shit. They were dropping deep ass movies. Marlon wants to drop deep ass movies as well. He wants to level up for his family because he noticed they're stagnant. They've been stagnant. They're playing this game. Listen to me when I say stagnant. When I say they're stagnant, I mean they're putting out a lot of stuff, but they're not growing. Like I can't explain it, man. The ladder, but I'm gonna move on. We have a lot of symbolism here today. The symbolism. We have Marlon doing the I give in, I'll keep quiet. They put this in the trailer, so they're making sure you see this before anything. They put all this stuff is just from the trailer. The symbols and the images we're getting from the trailer. We haven't even seen the movie yet, of course, right? So they're letting you see if you want to be a part of this before you see it. So with this, Marlon is symbolizing he is ready to submit. He'll hush. He'll do what he got to do to move up in this game. That's what the symbolism. That's what that symbolism is all about. This is why this picture is here. It's not just once. They're showing you this on purpose, right? So, my favorite thing to look at. This is my favorite thing. I told y'all, this isn't my gotcha. This isn't my gotcha, nigga. This is my, we might be onto something. When I see red, black, and white, I'll be like, that's my indicator to look at people. If I see you in red, black, and white constantly, like Kai Cenat, like Rakai, I'm going to look into that. Like Lil Uzi, I'm going to look into that. That's the first sign to say, hey, look at me. I'm doing demonic stuff. These colors mean something. This means I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. That's what that means. Red, black, and that's not gray. That's white. Red, black, and white. Also, we have this guy here portraying God. He's portraying God in the movie. So when y'all watch this movie, see him as God, see him as the devil. As you can see, the devil horns behind him, right? You can see the devil horns behind him. Disguise. This is how they disguise it. This is how they put it in our face so we can be like, shut the fuck up. Oh, deny, yada, yada. This is how they hide it. And they'll be like, that's a coincidence. That's a coincidence. You can see the devil horn behind him. You can see how he just hovering over him. So devil-like. And he's just programmed. He's programmed because he sacrificed. He wanted more. As you can see, he's very low vibrational in this red. Very strong symbolism given off here. Very strong symbolism given off. Now, I want to point out something here, too. And I had to do a little digging with this symbol on the floor. And I'm pretty sure some people know what it means. A lot of people know what it means. I'm sure. But before we get into that, let's get into this day and night, this dark and white, this up and down, this left and right symbolism, right? Good and evil, duality. So we have the devil on the left, we have God on the right. This symbolizes the crescent moon. Two sides of the crescent moon. One side is waxing, one side is waning. And one side is meant for banishing, banishing, casting out, getting healing, dark light, dark energy. This is the black candle, and this is the white candle. And this is purity. This is awakening. This is anew. This is it's a lot, man. It's not just one thing. So that's why all symbols are not just one thing. Whatever you think it is, whatever you feel in your heart, it's that. Might it be bullshit? It's that, because you feel it in your heart. So in that universe is that. But over here, this is the black candle. This is the white candle. And this symbol down here at the bottom. I had to look up this symbol to see what it meant. I'm sure, again, a lot of y'all know what it means. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know what it means. But I understood it was very symbolic, but I didn't understand that one. And with that, I got a guy. This comes from a guy named him. He created this sigil years ago as a rock star, right? So what this symbol means, the heart means love, emotion, feminine and spiritual connection, right? That's just heart. That's the love. That's love. So what it is, it's a heart and a pentagram together. And the heart means love, emotion, feminine energy, spiritual connection, all that, yada, yada, love, right? Love. And to the pentagram, if it's pointing up, right? If it's pointing up, it means spirit over matter, protection, balance of the elements, the masculine, occult knowledge, right? So you put these two together, you have dark and light. You have love and death. You have creation, destruction, masculine, feminine, spirit, body, right? Because this is love and the opposite of love. If it's pointing up. In the movie, we have this pointing down. See how the heart is at the bottom? So this is the opposite of what I just said. See how his is at the top? This is at the bottom. So this is the opposite of what I said. And I'm sure through the movie you can see that you can see that he's been put through a lot to get him to this point. He's been in his head a lot. To get him to this point, from this point, or whatever this point is, he's been through a lot, right? So that's the opposite of spirit over matter. So this guy is thinking matter over spirit. He has no protection. He has no balance of the elements, no balance of the masculine or occult knowledge. That's what the opposite of that means. And this guy here, him, made this symbol, made this sigil years ago. Years and years ago, right? And he said it had no conscious meaning to it. So that means it had a lot of unconscious meaning to it. That's exactly what he's saying it without saying it, right? It has no conscious meaning to it. That means it has unconscious meaning to it. So unconsciously, this is going into your brain if you're watching it. And the fact if it's going to your brain if you have no real knowledge to it, if you're not learning about it or trying to give it meaning in your life. So I saw these pictures of him and that just let me know everything I needed to know. It aligns. All this aligns to the same guy that we're talking about. And who are we talking about? Him and her. But the movie is talking about him.
God is a gay man.
Perfect.
I always believe it. In moments like that, I'm like, I told you. That's why I've done so much for the gay community, because God's gay.
Wow. I just thought you were teeing that up for something beautiful. I was not expecting that bad.
No, I know Ariana thinks it's a woman, but I think it's a gay man, okay?
So the football is the representation of the woman. Because the woman isn't there. She's left out. This movie involves two men. Just like how we do life. we eliminate the women. All these, the men are women, women are men. It's flip flop, and this represents the vagina and the woman. Alone, sad, in the darkness, bleeding, being sacrificed. This is what they sacrificing: the woman, the womb. Because when two men are together or two women are together, that kills existence, that kills life. That's why you got to go through these extra steps to get life. But I digress. So, we got all the symbolism. We got the one-eye symbolism. We have the devil horns. We have the red, black, and white. We have the hush, hush, the shush, shush. We have the him posing as God, arms out, mockery of God, angel wings behind him. Mockery of God and symbolism. This thing is going to be jam-packed with knowledge. Is going to be jam-packed with whatever that could do something to you down the line. But Marlon got him one, man. I don't know if he's gotten got.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gotten got. I don't know if he's given in, but I'm pretty sure that family is about to get a upgrade. Family's in. I'm sure that family's in now. Because he is about to drop what? Scary Movie 6? And the craziest thing is, they stole that from him and his family. And now I believe he's got it back. And they're continuing. That comes with a price. It comes with a sacrifice. And that's what I'm saying. This isn't about the movie. This is about Marlon throwing symbolism. That's really all I got to say. But yeah, man. When y'all see these things a lot, they tend to drop y'all vibration subconsciously and unsubconsciously, if you know it or not. But that's why it's better to just get outside and stay active, work on yourself, clean and purge a lot of this stuff out of you. And try to intake it less. All these apps that we're on, social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Who knows what apps people got? We have at least five social media apps, and those are doing numbers on us, man. Like, for example, today I went on TikTok and I was scrolling. And I'm very empathetic. I'm very when somebody tell a story and they talk about cutting a hand off or bleeding, or if I see blood, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel that pain. But with me being that, I was on TikTok and it was some guy saying, he just came with the story. Man, yeah, I got hit over my head. Girl hit me over my head with a sledgehammer and I was on the ground and I seized up. My tongue came out. And my arms balled up and I couldn't get out. I couldn't get up. I had to drive myself to the hospital and I touched my back of my head and I just feel squish. And he was saying that and I just felt that shit. That is putting spells on you. That's putting spells on you. The whole day today, I was just thinking about that all day. Like, damn, I was just rubbing the back of my head, like scratching it, rubbing it in that same spot all day because I was thinking about that. And I didn't sign up for that. And this is what social media does to us. We believe shit like a post that somebody makes. Somebody will make a post and it'll stick to you. Because if you believe that shit, it'll stick to you. That post will be long gone. You won't never see it again. But that shit's still with you. You ain't going to move like that because you saw this post. You ain't going to act like that. You ain't going to hang with this person because you saw this post. Just any post, bro. Any post. It stick with you. And you just swipe it on 4 or 5 different those. 4 or 5 different apps like that. You getting smack. And then, man, I can go on. Man, but hey. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, y'all hold it down.
Take 2 puffs, then it's hocus pocus. Now back on the beat and I'm ultra focused. Gotta dive deep, better hold your dose. I'm big boy roof with a bunch of dough. They can't take no proof, just a bunch of most. They can't take no truth, just a bunch of quotes from the Bible verses that I ain't really had time to read back then when I was hurting. They was trees back then, now they mountains hurting. All this pill is killing, but I forgot my worth and all this benefiting. Y'all forgot your purpose and they looking at me like I joined the circus. Then drop the mill just to pop the perky. Baby, cut the meat, you a jive turkey. I'm looking at